Welcome to this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. I'm your host, Dr. Marshall Kamina. Joining me today is Mayor Sherry Hu from the City of Dublin. Merry Christmas, and I'm so glad to see you today. Thank you for coming.
Merry Christmas to you too. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. What topics would you like to cover today in Mayor's Choice?
Sure. So that's serious business here. So we want to say, as we have done in the prior years, the City of Dublin offices will be closed from Wednesday, December 24th, all the way to January 2nd, 2026. And the police and the fire services will not be affected by this schedule. And emergency personnel will remain on duty, so rest assured. But there are still some businesses can be done through our online process. So I will just say a few here. For example, DublinRecGuide.com still have all the fall and winter activities, and the parents or residents can sign online to register for your holiday programs. And additional things like public records requests can still be made available from Next Request portal, and the code enforcement issues can be submitted through the city's See, Click, and Fix online portal. And there's one more thing is we want to say the business licenses, permits can also be accessible. So applications still available there. And overall, we want to make sure everybody have a good holiday time, and also for essential services, they are still accessible and available from our website.
Well, that's very kind. Could you give us a review of some of the significant accomplishments for the City of Dublin in 2025?
Sure. It's a wonderful year, and we have achieved a lot. So I'll just say a few things here. So we have a 250th birthday celebration for the U.S. Army in June, right?
250 years.
Army celebration. Okay. And we have a summer concert throughout the summertime. And we have a Friday night market at St. Patrick's Road in the fall. And we have a Dublin train lane during the holidays at the Civic Center. So those are the new things we've done for the past year. And we opened 2 parks. Can you imagine? 2 new parks. One is the Wallace Ranch Community Park. Another one I just opened last week. It's called Forest Park.
Isn't that a nice accomplishment?
Sure, it's so beautiful, and we are so glad we were able to provide high quality outdoor spaces for our community members. It's so fun. Well, there's more I have to say, because we have done a lot, and we have new programs. For example, adaptive recreation program, new pickleball courts, new public arts, new gym at the Dublin Senior Center, and we have a new resident communication tool. It's called the Dublin Buzz. So basically, that's how we got there. Is, we always heard a lot of our citizens care about certain issues, certain questions, and we collectively put those hot topics at this web page, Dublin Buzz, so they can just go on to say what's hot and what's the latest updates on those things.
Are you a pickleball player?
I did a few times. I love it. How about you?
I just tried it, and I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
But you've got this fabulous recreation department.
Yes, and we have these pickleball courts in our Wallace Ranch Community Park. And every night, every evening, when I say that, it's always full of the pickleball players there. Yeah. Well, a few more things I do want to say is,
sure.
Dublin Police has deployed 90 new automated license readers and situational awareness cameras. So that will help to enhance our city's safety. And more things is the Public Works. Our Department of Public Works has been awarded $5.2 million and will use that money for Village Parkway, Amador Valley Boulevard, intersection improvement, San Ramon Road and Amador Valley Boulevard, San Ramon Road and this intersection improvement, and the fiber optic cable installation, economic development. So thanks to this Alameda County Transportation Commission for the award.
Yes, that was very fortunate to get. I think you're very lucky.
Yeah, and I'm actually very proud to be the commissioner on that board as well.
No kidding.
Yeah, so also our economic development team has done great work. They have implemented a new business license system to make that easier and better, more user-friendly for our business owners, and streamline the process. And there's a lot of other wonderful projects. We opened a lot of new businesses in Dublin this year. Restaurants, a new Lux gym, and Ninja place, and just a lot of new things happening here.
That's very exciting. Now, you've had many changes in 2025 that you've just shared. What do you see that's on the horizon for 2026? How are you going to beat that?
Yes, we have a lot of things to looking forward. Something really exciting I have to share with you. So we're looking forward for the grand opening of our Dublin Arts Center. Dublin Arts Center is just next to the Dublin Civic Center, and there will be the place to people to enjoy art and performance art. And a lot of programs, activities. I tell you, I'm so looking forward for this art center to open, and to look forward for a place for for people to have more activities over there.
You've got everything.
Yeah, exactly. And we also have will have a grand breakings of 2 new parks at the Francis Ranch area. We will have the groundbreaking for those 2 new parks.
Around the same time?
Next year. You are asking what's going
about
same time.
Yes.
So actually, I don't know if they will start same time, but they will start 2 parks over there.
Oh, but aren't you happy to have 2 more parks?
2 more parks.
Yes.
Very beautiful place there. And also we will looking forward for the Camp Parks sign and the guard shack to be open. We refurbished everything, moved it to a nice location. That's a very historical landmark of our city.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah, you heard of that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And let me see. Oh, and also so looking forward for the H Mart to open. And I know all the residents have been asking when H Mart is going to open. I think it's getting close. We're looking forward. I think it's the first quarter of the 2026.
Isn't that something? That's just around the corner.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of good things to happen.
Well, on that note, we'll just take a break.
Of course.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back on this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin in just a moment. Welcome back to this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. We're here talking with Mayor Hu from the very city of Dublin, and you're the chief officer there.
Oh, I love that.
Now, at a recent council meeting, there was a new vice mayor, and that person was appointed to serve for 2026. Could you tell us who that is and what the responsibilities might be for the vice mayor?
Sure. So we have a vice mayor every year. We do appointment by the end of the year. And so last year's vice mayor was council member Quadri, and he did awesome work. So by the end of this year, December 2nd, in the council meeting, we appointed Jean Josie as our vice mayor serving the coming year. And she has been a council member for the past 7 years, very experienced. And so for the vice mayor's role, that will be, they will serve as acting mayor when mayor is absent. Yes. So for example, in different events, even in the council meetings, programs, and the vice mayor will, when the mayor is absent, vice mayor will preside the meeting, present the ceremony and host the do the speech, host the meeting, maintain the order, oversee the discussions, and just adhere to the procedures. And also vice mayor, the mayor, and all the other council members, we also held different positions for the counties, for different committees, commissions throughout the counties and the Tri-Valley area.
Well, do you have the sole authority to appoint the vice mayor, or do you have to have ratification from the council?
So the process is, as a mayor, I can nominate a council member as a vice mayor, and we have a rules we follow. We have discussions in the past at our council. We said we want to rotate council members to be the vice mayor, so every council member get a chance to practice. So that's how we generally do. But after mayor's nomination, all the council members need to vote to agree on that decision. If we don't get the votes, we can nominate another person.
Yes, sometimes that gets a little funny, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. Another key information I do want to say is, as a 5-people council and be a good team player is very, very important. And that's the thing I always want to advocate. You know, everybody has a different background, have a different knowledge, different style, but we also need to realize team play, team spirit is critical for us to work together to serve our citizens better.
Thank you for that information. Now, December is being called Impaired Driving Month. Do you have any statistics on the impaired driving in Dublin for this last year?
Yes, so we want to make sure everyone understands driving safely is critically important. Not only important to the drivers yourself, and also important to others, also important to your family members. And during the holiday seasons, there's a lot of events, dinners, entertainment. We want to make sure everybody who plans to drink also need to plan for a driver. They can either use a designated driver, or they can use a shared ride, like Uber, very conveniently. And don't ever think of drinking and then driving, because that could be really dangerous. I want to give some numbers here. So our police department, every year, at this time, they actually do a lot of proactive enforcement and education program. Right now, so far, we already had 80 DUI arrests in Dublin. So which means DUI, driving under influence. And this number is decreased from prior years, so good job, but we don't want to have anybody, so don't drive like that. Don't even think about that.
Not.
So we do have a very proactive police enforcement during this time. There will be checkpoints, and especially during the evening, during the midnight, at the multiple locations in the city. So we want to remind everyone, safety is the most important. Enjoy holiday, but also be safe.
Well, it sounds like you've got a handle on it. Recognition awards. May I ask you some questions there?
Yeah, of course. So
you have nominations for the 2025 Recognition Awards are open until, I think, January 16th. Can you tell us about these awards and who's eligible?
Yeah. So this is time again for our city to seek nominations for cities' multiple awards, including Dublin Annual Citizens Award, Young Citizens Award, and Organization of the Year Award. And so for young citizens, normally they are the students from the 1st to 12th grade, like K to 12 grades, the students who have done a lot of volunteering work, lead the community, serve the people. So those are the the volunteers, the nominations we are looking for. And for organizations. It's a nonprofit organization who has provided services and substantially benefited the residents of Dublin. So for whoever you want to nominate those kind of nonprofit organizations, please go ahead to do that. All the information is on our website, and search for that and then fill out the organizations, citizens you want to nominate for.
It sounds like a very thorough system, and it's sort of unique to Dublin. But what happens if someone was nominated before and didn't win? Might they be possibly...
They can be nominated again. And we do have outside organization to help us to decide who's the finalists, who are the winners. And they are very, they are outside of our city, they are professionals. So we want to maintain a fair process for everyone. And if they haven't been nominated in the past, please go ahead to do so.
Do you have a special event, an awards event?
Yes, we do. We have this nomination. We call this, what do they call? We call this award event, Volunteer Recognition Award event, held at Shannon Community Center on Wednesday, February 25th. We already have the time planned.
Right. Now, some of us have been enjoying live holiday trees and decorations. What's the proper way to dispose of those trees after the holidays?
Yes, yes. So we have to make sure we do it right? And so there are several ways people can do it. They can either make sure they cut the trees and put them in the compost bin. They can do that way. That may take a little bit of time. If they live in a single family house, they can just put outside of their house. So from January 6th to 31st, and our AVI, our trash collecting company, will go there to pick up the tree if the family has a single family house.
AVI is the...
Our just a trash bin
I see. Okay.
collecting company. We are really grateful. They have been helping the city to keep the city clean.
It's important.
I know, yeah. It's such a great work. And we actually laugh about that. If you want to give them a tip, you can do that, leave on your trash bin.
Is that right?
Or just hand over to them when you hear the big truck
Isn't
coming.
that nice?
Yeah.
Are there any other upcoming events or things that you'd like to talk about?
Sure. So holiday is a joyful time, but also can be hard for some people who are suffering from the food insecurity. So we want to make sure all the residents who need help, they know where to go. So there's a Children's Emergency Food Bank, St. Raymond Catholic Church, Open Heart Kitchen, Tri-Valley Haven Food Pantry, and Alameda County Food Bank.
Quite
so
a few.
There's a lot of places people can go to get the food for their holidays or whenever they need the food.
Is that for any age or seniors?
I'm sure,
included?
yeah, I'm sure for any age, and just whenever people feel they need help for food, they can go. They can call, make a phone calls to those places before they go, and then they just go there to get the food.
Well, thank you, Mayor, for being here today and updating us.
Yeah, I do want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone, and we want to make sure we will work together and make our city a better place together.
What a wonderful thought, and the same to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and Happy Holiday, Dr. Marshall.
Thank you. And thank you for watching this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. Join us for the next episode right here on Tri-Valley TV. I'm Dr. Marshall Kamina, and I thank you for joining us.